Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. Got a video today from Tal Laron.
Did you know Islam was the first society to allow women to keep their last name in marriage?
You also know that in Islamic countries, women need male permission to work, study, or travel. You also know that in Islam, female genital mutilation has been practiced to make sure women will not enjoy sex. Did you also know that in Islam, if a woman being raped and she cannot prove it by providing 4 male witnesses, she can go to jail for adultery?
4 male witnesses? Really?
Or even to be stoned to death? That in Islam, a rape victim must marry her rapist to preserve family honor. Did you also know that honor killing still practiced in Islam, and women that dishonor their family still being killed, and that practice usually go unpunished? Did you also know that in Islam, woman's testimony worth half of men's? Did you also know that in Islam, when a man want to divorce a woman, all he have to do is just say 3 times, I divorce you, while women have to go a really complicated, long legal procedure. And by the way, because I'm actually Middle Eastern and I know the Islamic culture very well, unlike some people here, I can even tell you the exact words that they are using to do so. And it's bara, bara, bara. This is it. As you also know that in Islam, a man can have 3 or 4 wives when a woman only allowed to have 1. Correct. And did you know that in Islam, marital rape is not considered to be a crime because women must be available for sexual relationship all the time because she is his property? And did you know that non-Muslim women are considered to be permitted to be raped and to have sexual relationship with them? That's why we see a lot of grooming gangs and gang rapes in Europe. Did you also know that the Quran says that the men are in charge of women, and if your woman is disobeying you, you must strike her? Progressive love to portray brown people as magical oppressed heroes. Right. We just saw Mamdani praising the Prophet Muhammad, and we all know who exactly he was. Let me be clear here. There is no such a thing, Islamophobia. And if you keep lying about Islam just to be righteous, the 500,000 girls being raped in England, that's on you.
There's a lot of dirty things going on.
When she goes outside, she has to ask me. It's kind of like a woman go outside. A lot of people go, some people are crazy. It's not all the places safe for my wife. Mm-hmm. It's not, she can't fighting like men fighting. My wife, she get accident, she gets staying crying.
Oh,
she can either get conversation with the policeman to get it, but the man can fighting, go talking, go do with the stuff. You know what I'm saying? So the hardest stuff, that's in Muslim people. The harder stuff, that's when man has to do it because he has more power. It's not mean stronger or woman doesn't have it. No, it's me. The woman is like something like chocolate. Chocolate is melty. I don't want to my wife get hard working and get tired and come back home. I need her to be staying home. When I go home, I see my beautiful wife, see my kids clean, see my house clean, see my life ready to me.
And so home, like in other countries, that's just basically the norm. That's what is expected of.
It's choice. Like some people between the man and woman, they have agreement. Hey, can I go whatever I want? It's fine. It's not mean something I can hold you from the neck. Hey, so you have to stay. You have to do. No, it's not like that. How think all those came from snap from.
Really?
Most Muslims have no idea what Islam teaches. Most Muslims are shocked to hear when I say, oh, Hazrat Aisha, did you know she was 9 when Muhammad deflowered her? You're a liar. You're lying, right? But wait, then they say, well, it was acceptable at that time. Or, no, these are lies. These are later traditions. So not every Muslim is on board because not every Muslim knows. But if you're convinced, now here's the problem. If you're convinced it's the truth, you're stuck with it. Muhammad had at one time 11 wives. Every single wife of Muhammad, after he died, could never remarry again. That's in the Quran. You cannot have his wives after him. So he left some of them widows. Aisha was 18, they say, and others in their 20s widows, and some of them lived to their 50s without ever being able to marry, have children. This is what he did to them. And you're telling me he's a mercy unto mankind? Seriously? And what does it tell you about a man who had 9 wives and couldn't get any of them pregnant? None of the other women who can get pregnant, not even Aisha, who married at 9, left them all childless and widows who could never remarry again. And he's a mercy unto woman? Where's the mercy in leaving these women without a husband or children for the rest of their days? That's merciful? Women have needs, right? They want companionship.
I mean, especially back in those days, they actually needed men to take care of them and do a lot of the major things.
If they want intimacy, they want children, and he left them with none of that. And you're telling me he's a mercy unto mankind. Now, to show you how cruel he is, if a woman fears from her husband contempt or desertion, there is no sin upon them if they make terms of settlement between them. him. Now, the context is Sauda bin Zama. She was an older wife of Muhammad, but he was no longer attracted to her. And she feared that Muhammad was going to divorce her. So she made a deal with him. Keep me as your wife, but you don't have to visit me. This woman said, don't divorce me. Keep me as your wife. And the day assigned to me, you can give it to Aisha. So Aisha had 2 days.
The 9-year-old.
Yep. And he left this woman in a house all by herself the rest of her days. So his God said, that's the deal, go with. Now, why did she want to be his wife? Because the Quran says that all of Muhammad's wives will be his wives in paradise. So she was hoping that if he didn't divorce her, she'd end up with him in paradise. And he left this woman alone in a house.
This is weird that is like a normal person that is like lived a normal life that they're kind of propagating. I don't know much about Islam or anything. I saw this video of, you know, the feminist Muslim just messing up. So I was like, you know what, this seems interesting.
House without having no children with her, all because he was not attracted to her. The men are winning. The women are getting abused. I don't know how in the world this guy is a mercy unto mankind.
You know, I come on here and I try to be balanced. I really do. And you guys see how I always make an attempt to say not all Muslims, not Islam, Hadith, Quran, not Quran, but that one's hard. I tell you guys, I read the Quran twice. I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with Islam as a religion. I have a problem with Islamism, but there's some things in the Quran that are still very questionable. There are.
Sure. I mean, I believe every religion has things that are questionable.
There's many surahs there that are just fucking questionable. And it's hard as a Jew, and I'm trying to be balanced. I really am. You guys see the attempt I make to not be a bigot, to not write off all Muslims. I really try. But there's just certain pieces of content sometimes that we review on here that it's hard. I don't even have a good response for that because it's true. Those stories are fucked up, man. They're fucked up.
In Islam, we don't do till death do us part. Habibi, it's fi dunya wal akhirah.
So I just want to make a video to thank everyone for everything. I came to the police station to open up a case against him, and as I said, he has so many contacts that I actually got arrested. I am in the holding cells as we speak. I slept here last night. He took my kids. I knew this would happen, and everything that I was afraid of happened. I did everything they asked. How is it that the abuser gets away with everything because he's got money? And I just want to get out with my kids. I just want to get out with my kids safely. Loses everything.
Again, these women chose to leave the sanctity of the U.S. to go to these countries because they thought it was better. Haram.
A finger 24/7, baby machine, so we can live out this picket fence dreams. It's not a life of love.
We always say it, you know, like women have the most rights, the most everything in the United States and in the West. They take it for granted.
আমার ভিডিওতে সবকিছু রেকর্ড করা আছে পানিও মারে দেখেন কত সাহস তাদের
Walking in Karabala, hopefully I said that right, Iraq, accidentally showed my ankle-less tying my shoelace and got shouted at by the local man who gave a lecture to my guide in Arabic. Note for girls, cover up when you visit here and only show your face and hands. Iraq is safe and is amazing. Visit the country. What are you talking about? How is it safe and it's crazy. It's like the entitlement and privilege that women have. I mean, it's a funny skit. That's actually not a bad thing. Women really do need to cover up more in the West.
Women today have much more rights in Iran than they do in the rest of the Muslim world. They can vote, they can drive, they can work, they're in parliament, but their fundamental legal rights were cast aside. The rights the Shah brought in to protect women under the law, whether it's property rights, whether it's inheritance, whether it's custody, all of those kinds of rights, the Shah brought in for women. And the first thing Ayatollah Khomeini did when he took over was go straight to the Ministry of Women and closed it down. Go straight into the streets and tell women, no, sorry, you thought we were going to let you not wear your hijabs if you didn't want to. You thought we were going to bring democracy, but we are not. You will all go back under the veil.
American travel to a Muslim country to see what it's like living under Islam and Sharia law.
Are women's rights in Afghanistan that bad in 2025? I traveled here to understand more as a woman myself, and this is what I learned. Here's 5 things that are illegal for women in Afghanistan to do today. Number 1, women are not allowed to appear or speak on media, television, radios, or in journalism. Women are also banned from praying in mosques and should pray at home. Women are also not allowed to receive an education after 6th grade. Going to parks and exercising is also banned for women, limiting them from a lot of outdoor spaces. Lastly, women also have to dine in designated areas at restaurants. So to answer your question, yes, women's rights in Afghanistan in 2025 are really that bad. And the only thing worse is staying silent. Make sure to follow and share so their stories can continue to be told.
You know how many left liberal people are like defending how it's so great over there and women have such great rights and living wonderful lives?
It's horrible, man. I really hope and pray for the day where we actually see Muslim men standing up for Muslim women.
Yeah, women forget that men in the West were benevolent, right? They wanted women to have rights. They wanted women to be comfortable. They wanted women to do well in life, not to be under men. It's not like that in every other country. It really isn't. It's not like that in every other religion. People also hate on Christianity. There's good things and bad things about every religion out there. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And catch you guys next time. Ciao.